A very, very good morning to everybody. I want to thank everyone for the wishes and the prayers and all the fantastic healing energy that's been sent to Sammy Bear. I am a firm believer in this as well, you know, because Bealtaine Cottage is all about energy and it's all about working with the earth and our intuitive processes and what I call magic. And magic, as I've always said, is a word to cover what we can't find words for, what we can't explain. So thank you for all that incredible energy that you've all sent. I'm just overwhelmed with happiness, actually. Yesterday I came back from the farm stores, you know, with the little, well, we'll just call it a feeder because that's basically what it is. And it's a very big kind of a syringe, you know, that they use for feeding lambs with, whose mothers have died or can't cope with them or whatever. And it comes with a very long tube. Well, I didn't need the tube. You don't need a tube. I just basically wanted to sort of open Sammy's mouth and kind of squirt the food in, that he sort of swallowed it. So, as you can see, look at him, look. I've cleaned his face as well. I've made a little herbal concoction just to you know, keep his face nice and clean, and I've added a little bit of catnip into it. I did a little kind of a tea, a little tisane. So his ears are up, look, he's listening, bless him. Yes, Sammy Bear, we're talking about you. He says, I'm just going to shift about a wee bit and make myself a wee bit more comfortable. So yes, this is all about now just feeding Sammy and keeping him comfortable, keeping him clean, keeping him in the heart of things, because last night I was disturbed again by Jack, you know, because I keep the bedroom door and everything open, and Jack sleeps out here. Well, Jack was pitter-pattering across the floor and it woke me up. And I came out just to check, because he's always trying to tell me something, because Jack's always trying to talk to me. So I got up and I came out, and bless that little boykin in there, but he had got down from his sofa and he'd made his way sort of over here, sort of around this spot where I had Jack's bed, so they were kind of sleeping together. And he just got onto Jack's bed. So I left him there. I got another wee cushion for Jack and put it in my bedroom. And of course the door was open, so we were all off to sleep again. And then towards dawn, another pitter-pattering of Jack, who was trying to tell me something. So I woke up and I thought, hang on, there's a weight on my bed. And there was Sammy Bear, just nestled in down by my feet, on top of the duvet on my bed. So he was obviously just wanting to really stay in that kind of energy circle that we're all in, you know. So this morning then, got up, and yesterday I had, my daughter had cooked a chicken and brought a lot of the meat over, and all the juices that had been cooked in, slow cooked in. So I set about then, I'll just show you, I set about making a little breakfast for Sammy Bear. So I'll just show you what I made up, because I still have some of it here in this little jar. So this is it here, it's in a little jar now. So it's got the chicken juices in it, and it has a little bit of chicken, and it's got some of the convalescent cat food, and it's also got some spring water. So this is the little syringe. Look, I'll just show you it. So it's just a little feeding syringe. It's nothing too mechanical or technical. You can see it's got quite a wide mouth on it there, and I just basically draw the liquid up into it. Little marker there, look. And then I just gently open Sammy Bear's mouth and just place the end of this into the back of his mouth, just very gently, and just kind of squirt the food in. So he had, let me see now, he had, kettle's boiling on there, he had about 30 mils of that this morning. And then I took this cloth. This is Sammy Bear's cloth here, and I keep it very, very clean. I boil it. So I boiled the cloth, and then I give his face a good little wipe, cleaned round his eyes, you know, made him comfortable. So there you go. He's had his breakfast. So he'll be having his lunch now in the next little while. So you can see his face is nice and clean. I haven't cleaned too much of his fur around his paws because I just want him to be comfortable and rest. But I think he's looking a little bit better today. He's looking a little bit better. And he's laid out lengthways, which is also a good sign. Sorry, Sammy, I'm not going to be disturbing you too much there, my wee fella. So he's on my little hand-knitted shawl here, pure wool. And have the back door open. He's also got a little dirt box, a little toilet box here, and I've just filled it with little bits of stuff, you know, from the floor of the barn, because that's where he's been going to the toilet during the time he's been ill. Now, someone mentioned on the comments, I've got some lovely comments, thank you so much, and I've been reading through them, and lots of helpful stuff as well, and lots of emails. Apologies for not being able to respond to the emails, but time is not my friend. And someone mentioned on one of the little comments, it's a good thing, you know, that he hasn't gone off, because when they do go off, they go off to, you know, die. But I'll tell you, over the past, gosh, how long is it now since he got this flu? It's 2 weeks. Over the past 2 weeks, he has, on 3 occasions, gone missing. And he's gone missing for as long as about 18 hours. And then he's returned. And I think this is where he actually thought he was leaving me and wanted to go somewhere quiet and you know, whatever it is cats do, somewhere quiet and safe, and into a corner in order to, you know, leave. And his heart hasn't given out. And this is why I was saying yesterday, Sammy Bear has a mighty heart. Because from what I've heard from people and from my own experience, it's crazily amazing that he's still here. And that is because his heart has not given out. So anyway, something else actually that happened last night, which was, I just sat and I just laughed out loud because it was such a relief. After a day of being fed with his little feeder, I'll just call it his feeder because there's nothing uncomfortable in it. But after a day of being fed, and I was sitting here on this sofa and I had the laptop on, and I was watching, I think I was watching Absolutely Fabulous, because I just thought I just need to sit and watch something very light, entertaining, and be able to laugh. And the next thing, I looked over and Sammy Bear had disappeared, and I thought, oh, where's he gone? And he'd got down off the sofa and he'd gone over into this little corner here where I had put Jack's water bowl and his food bowl. And he must have spent, I kid you not, he must have spent between 2.5 and 3 minutes drinking water from Jack's water bowl. Which historically he's always done. He really favours drinking water from Jack's water bowl. I don't know why. There's obviously a very good reason for it. Anyway. So there you go. So the back door's open. It's not cold today. It's actually quite warm. Apparently temperatures were set to go up. And then, from what I've heard, there's going to be colder temperatures and snow. So for the day that's in it, I'm just keeping the back door open because there's a little bit of a breeze, and the Birkin boy likes to lie with his ears up, listening. So he's listening to every word that's been spoken now. But you can see he looks very comfortable. So I have his food for today sorted out. Well, for this part of the day, for the first half of the day. I'll make some more food later on. Try to make it fresh for him. And so I'm going to feed him in about an hour. And then I have to nip into town. I want to get some little containers just to put his ready-made food into before I put some of it into the fridge, and then what's left of the chicken I want to freeze because I don't want to waste anything. Got a cup of tea over here. Let me just go and fetch it. So I'm feeling very, very optimistic. And I'm also incredibly aware now that when it comes to life, and this is what I was saying yesterday about that metaphor, you know, Sammy's little journey over the past 2 weeks being like a shortened version metaphor of what's happening with Mother Earth. I have made so many predictions in my head. I have been convinced that he was leaving. Convinced of it. I would have put money on it. And I've been proven wrong. So today I'm feeling very optimistic, and not just about Sammy Bear, but just about life in general. So I've made some juices this morning for myself. I made a beetroot, apple, orange and ginger juice. And I've got a rake of carrots to juice. So I'm going to juice those later with some oranges and maybe some ginger, some mint. Still got lots of green stuff in the garden and the tunnel. So I've got fennel that I can juice, and of course all the greens that I'm growing in my microgreens boxes, I can juice those. And I've also got kale over in the tunnel. So I think as Sammy Bear is being fed to put on weight, I'm going to choose to lose a little bit more. Because I think I've got quite a lot of fluid retention at the moment. I was just looking at the video yesterday that I made, and every time I seen my hands on the video I thought, oh gosh, they look rather plumpish, and that can be a sign of fluid retention. So just got to pay attention to the fact that my body's been under stress of anxiety. So I'm just doing whatever it takes now to lessen that and to ameliorate whatever sort of harmful exposures that I'm in at the moment. And of course anxiety is very detrimental to one's health. So yeah, so there we go, just a little update, and still haven't got round to thanking everybody for the wonderful gifts. I will make a little video again later on, because I'll just show you now actually. My friend Terry, you know Terry, who has a wonderful little YouTube channel. I think she put a video up yesterday, which I will watch later on. Terry is a very talented and very intuitive herbalist, and that's Terry and Lol, who live down in Connemara. Well, I got a box delivered yesterday. Let me just find this, and I got this incredible boron. It's an Irish boron, which is a drum. Just hold it out there a little bit. And this could be Lol's work, because I know Lol is an artist. Now I'm not sure, because I haven't even rang up Terry yet to thank her for this. But there's my lovely goddess symbol. Isn't that beautiful? And the sound from this boron. Now I'm just going to take it outside, and I'm going to take one of the little wands here that my brother Hugh has carved. This is carved from ash wood. Right, so I'm just going to put the boron down here and just let you hear the sound of it. Isn't that lovely? And I'll just show you how it's made. It's been beautifully made actually. And then there's a cross strengthener here at the back. And of course this is how you hold it. So you hold it like this. See? That's how you hold it. So isn't that beautiful? So thank you very much, Terry and Lol. It's a beautiful gift, and I've received so many beautiful gifts for my birthday, and I do promise I will make that video. So there we go. Got a heap of clothes there on the sofa now I have to fold up and pack away. And my little knitted blanket is coming on great. I'm going to do a wee bit of stitching on that today. So I'm going to stitch some of those squares together, so you'll get to see some of it as it's beginning to grow. So on that note, just show you around outside. Still have some leaves here on the vine. To go and fill up the bird feeders. You can see the little birds there. So I'll be filling up those feeders later on, and I think it's almost time for me to go and get another sack of nuts. I think I've got about a third left. I think if the cold weather comes in, there'll probably be quite a demand for them. See over there, there's another little feeder birds are on. It's a fairly strong wind up there, but it's very high up. And it's very overcast. So, on this beautiful Wednesday, which seems to be imbued with hope, hope and colour and birdsong. Hope and colour and birdsong. I put a little bird feeder up by the door there as well, look to the right of the door. And then there's another little one up there, just in the corner between the porch and my bedroom window. Lots of leaves around my front door there. And that's got seaweed in it, that bag. So my daughter took me for a seaweed bath, and we asked could we take the seaweed home with us. Waste not, want not. Isn't that a lovely saying? Waste not, want not. Now there's the clematis, which is just beginning now to have the leaves colour down. So that's going to go, and that'll go fairly bare. Some lovely colours going on around there. Still have some oxeye daisies. But then this little area is very close to the cottage walls, so it's quite protected. And look, the cotoneaster there is colouring beautifully. Look, it's gone right up there by the side of the electric box. And then there's some beautifully scented flowers on the mahonia. The mahonia plant is brilliant. You know, if there's any little bees that are still scooting about when they shouldn't be, when they should be in bed, this is heavily scented to draw them. And of course, nectar there and pollen. Not just bees, other little insects. And this little new bed here, I think that's going to look fabulous. I think probably by this time next year, oh, I almost tripped there. Probably by this time next year there's going to be a fair bit of growth there going up that wall, and it's just going to save me having to paint the walls of the cottage again. It's easier to have plants growing up and around them. And there's another little hanger, look, which I put up, full of fat balls for the birds. Seem to be very happily eating those. And this clematis is colouring down now as well, so those leaves will be dropping. Lots of leaf drop down here, including needle drop from that lovely Japanese larch, which loses its needles each year. So quite a beautiful path now. some more nuts into that feeder. So there we go. Blessings to you all. And once again, thank you so much for all the healing energy that you've sent to Sammy Bear, because something's kept him here. Blessings to every one of you.